With the Miami Heat advancing in a 7th game over the Charlotte Hornets earlier in the day, this evening their opponent would be decided in a Game 7 of their own. It's the Pacers, it's the Raptors, and we start you off DeMar DeRozan knocking down a jump shot, and that's a good sign for the Raptors. Later, Paul George with the steal, and this is a real good sign. 360 dunk, how about that? From Paul George, Indiana goes up 21-20 in Toronto. Later in the first, DeMar DeRozan makes the elbow jumper. He had 13 points in the opening quarter. Toronto retakes the lead, 26-23. In the second, Paul George pump fakes and makes the triple here. George 4 of 7 from deep in the game. We're tied at 28. Later in the second, Raptors in transition. Corey Joseph passes to rookie Norman Powell. Look at Norman Powell get it done with the corner three-pointer, and Raptors fans dancing with Charles Barkley and Kevin Hart masks on. Yeah, sure, why not? Toronto up by 4 later in the second. Paul George drives and makes a tough layup here. He had 17 points in the first half alone. To the third quarter, the Raptors pushing out that lead. Kyle Lowry passes to Patrick Patterson for the 3. That goes down. Later, Paul George with a miss. Then we go the other way. Kyle Lowry finds DeMar DeRozan, who drives and flips it up and in, plus the foul. DeRozan finished with 30 points on the game on 10 of 32 shooting. Later, it's DeMar DeRozan driving, spinning here, and flipping it up and in with the layup. Toronto up by 13, starting to pull away in this game as we drive deeper and into the fourth quarter. Corey Joseph with the pull-up jumper, and this is money. It's a 16-point Toronto Raptors lead. Could they finally break through in a best-of-7 playoff series? Well, the Pacers weren't done yet. George Hill drives in for a nice little shot here. That goes down. He had 19 on the game. Later, in transition, Solomon Hill. Watch this monster jam. Huge throwdown from Solomon Hill, and it's getting close. Then Monta Ellis, this all part of a 15-2 Pacers run, cuts it down to a one-possession game with more than 2 minutes to go. It's 85-82, plenty of time left. Now the Pacers down 3, under 30 seconds to go. Paul George drives and attempts to lob it to Mahinmi. Raptors steal the ball, and the Pacers fail to foul until there is 6 seconds left. Watch that right there as well. There's a couple of replays you're going to want to see here, though, as Toronto fans celebrate. Watch here. Does Mahinmi get pushed? Well, it appears that DeMar DeRozan did more than gently move him out of the way. Larry Bird can do nothing but watch, because Toronto gets the W in the end, and they advance to take on the Miami Heat. Your final score, 89-84.